students, so today we learn about stereochemistry, okay, in which we will first deal with asymmetric carbon. Asymmetric carbon means the carbon having the 4 different substituents. For example, if I take a particular example, then it will be your butan-2ol or butan-2ol. Okay, the formula is CH3, CH2, CH2OH, sorry, CH3. So this is your butan-2ol. So I am talking about this particular carbon. Okay, so this carbon is an asymmetric carbon because it has 4 different groups. So I'll draw the 3-dimensional graph now here. So C, I'll place OH here, I'll place H here, and the next 2 is something like this. So I'll place your CS3, C2H5. C2H5 means your 2 carbon, H total is 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5. So CS3, one is H, another is OH. So this one. So remember, in this diagram, this line bond signifies that this OH, C and H are in the same plane. So these are the plane in the whiteboard. So if I place the carbon here, OH group here and H here, okay, so they are in the same plane. But if I cut with a knife, so all the three groups will, these 2 atoms and OH will be attached. It will be cut, right? Now what will happen to this CS3? So normally we write in this format also, bold line we call it. So this is above the plane, like this marker. This is above the plane. Now this broken line is below the plane. So if this is the plane, then it goes back the plane. Okay, so we call it this below the plane, above the plane. This is on the plane. These 2 are on the plane. Right, so this carbon is your asymmetric carbon. That means the carbon having 4 different substituents. So there are 4. What? H is there, OH is there, CS3 is there, C2H5. So 14. So normally this type of carbons are optically active. Then another term it comes as a chiral. Chiral, okay? So chiral properties there. So what is chiral now? Now chiral means, so if I place glass here and if I place a mirror here, its mirror image will be this, right? Exactly the same one. Drawing is not okay, fine. So yeah, so these 2, so the mirror image of this glass is this one, okay? So if this is a substance, so if I place it here, it exactly fits, right? Now that means this is not a chiral substance, right? So if I look at my hand, okay, and its mirror image is this one, right? If I place the mirror here, exactly mirror. Now these 2 are related as a mirror images. But can this be replaced by this one? No, right? So if I place like this, exactly they are mirror images, but it can be fit and another. It looks like fit, but no. If we see, yeah, it cannot be fit. That means, think in this way that can we replace our left hand with right hand? So can we exchange it and it looks like similar as earlier? If I replace our left hand, if we exchange our both the hands, left to right, right to left, then it looks like same as earlier. No, right? So that means these are chiral now. Okay, so pair of hands is a chiral. They are related as a mirror images, but they are not superimposable. So if I place like this, it cannot be superimposable, right? So so similarly the pair of legs, these are chiral substances. Okay. But pair of this glass or pair of ball, 2 spherical ball, if I place, they are related as a mirror images, but they are superimposable. That means exactly the molecule fits. So these are physical objects. Now coming to the molecule or chemistry, I have this model. See, this white is supposed to be the hydrogen. Okay, this orange is supposed to be the OS. Then let it be, this yellow is CS3 and this blue is your C2H5, suppose, right? This is the one. So if I place the mirror here, its mirror images will be like this, right? Say, fine. So remember, if I look from this, so they are in the same plane. This is above the plane, below the plane, right? Okay, so I'll draw the another structure here. So this is a mirror. Then its mirror structure will be, remember you have to draw like this, right? That side, no, this side. Then, yes, so this is below the plane, above the plane. Now H will be here, OH will be here, okay. Now in this case, now remember, if this CS3 is above the plane, then its mirror image, in its mirror image, this yellow is above the plane and blue is below the plane. Here is also above, yellow is above the plane, blue is below the plane. So that means yellow means CS3. So again CS3 is in the above the plane, C2H5 will below the plane. Remember, CS3 is above the plane, here is also CS3 is above the plane, okay, in its mirror image. Now these two are mirror images. Now can this be superimposable? That means it exactly fits here. Okay, so I said that, okay, say, okay, so say this one and this one, mirror images of each other, right? So can this be fit with each other? So I can rotate, this is molecule, I can rotate it, right? So say, this orange same, orange is same, this is same, but here you can look yellow blue, it's not matching. Here it's also yellow blue. So I want to match this now with yellow, white, okay, white and yellow, okay, it's matched now, right? It's matched, but here you can see, so like our pair of hands also, it is not superimposable with each other. So we can say these two are the mirror images and these two are a pair of enantiomers, right? So what are enantiomers? Enantiomers are basically the mirror images, but they are non-superimposable mirror images. The property of the enantiomers is that they have the same melting point. These two are different molecule, right? These two are different molecule, but they have the same melting point. Other physical properties also they have the same. The only difference is that towards the rotation of plane polarized light. Suppose if it rotates plus 10 degree, we call it dextrorotatory. If it's rotated plus, then it will be exactly minus 10 degree. If it is a plus 9 degree, then exactly it will be minus 9 degree, because they are mirror images. Okay, if one is levorotatory, then another one will be dextrorotatory and with the equal angle. That is the property of enantiomers.